Hello, my friends. Let's start episode 2 of The Drive. Today's episode is aptly titled, Stop Worrying About What People Think. Right? Okay, well, the funny thing is, today's drive is actually a walk. Now, I want you to see what the little Coco is riding in. Can you see her? Can you see her? Yeah, I think she's not that impressed with it. But if I can walk to work with my cat on my back in a pink space bubble, check this out. Hey, maybe you can see her that way better. Coco, meow. Then you can do it too. Stop worrying about what people think, folks. Why am I walking? This is weird, right? I'll tell you why I'm walking. One of my kids is home, my younger kid. She's home and she doesn't have a car. She's home for spring break and she wanted to BART to go see friends. I said, go for it. So of course, here it is morning. I'm like, shoot, I'm supposed to do the drive and I'm not here. So I got to get after it. So I said, let's just walk. Of course, Wes is like, you're not walking to work. I'm like, oh, yes, I am. I am walking to work because I want to. Because I want to tell you people, my dear friends, what I think one of the most limiting things on earth is, which is our inability to quit caring what people think. Here's the truth of the matter, guys. It doesn't matter. You know, we've got one at bat. We've got one life to live, and we've got to go do what we got to do and quit worrying about folks. The truth is, most people don't think anything about you. They're only worrying about what you're thinking about them. And that's the truth of the situation. And at the very least, what I have found is people who don't like what you're doing, people who want to put down what you're doing, they're probably not going to like anything you do. They're either threatened, or they're jealous, or they're worried, or maybe they genuinely don't like you. There's some people genuinely don't like us, and that's okay. I remember back when I used to practice law, one of my favorite things was what you're supposed to call voir dire, which is jury selection. You'd call it voir dire. And so, of course, oh dear, somebody backing up. This I gotta see. Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Okay, now this is one I will pay to see on Facebook.
Yes, it's a cat in my backpack.
I've got to get one of those. Wait, I gotta get a picture of the cat. Turn around.
Can you see her?
I can, that's cool.
Oh, we're reconnected. This is great. Okay, we're back. Guy pulls me over. He's like, you're my marketing hero. This I will pay to see on Facebook. This cat in the back of this backpack. Coco, say hello again to everybody. Meow, she says, I don't dig it, Mama. Get me back in the Range Rover. What you doing? Okay. So, my point being, when we used to do jury selection, it's called voir dire, or as we call it in Texas, voir dire, because that's how we talk. We would have to go through and ask questions of the jury, the potential jury, things like, okay, let's say it was a case where someone was killed in a car wreck. We'd say, have you ever had a loved one killed in a car wreck? Have you ever had anyone hit by a drunk driver? Have you had these various things? Because you want to make sure that they can be fair and not be biased, right? So one of the questions I would always ask at the end is there anyone here that just doesn't like me? And inevitably 3 or 4 hands. I don't like you. I was like, okay. So I try to get the judge to get rid of them because goodness knows I don't want somebody on the jury that doesn't like me. So I had to get thick skinned at 24, 25 and realize no matter how amazing I am, there's some people that don't like me. And that's okay. Because what matters is your tribe. You're really going to only attract the people who are going to be attracted to you anyway. You're what we call in marketing your avatar. So figure out what your perfect client is, what your the person who's going to be open and receptive to you, and that's your avatar. That's who you're playing to. Don't try to be all things to all people. My my younger daughter one time watched one of my videos and she goes, well, you know, Mom, it's pretty good, but stop being so nice. I was like, what? I'm from the South. What are you talking about? Stop being so nice. What kind of crazy talk is that? And she said, really? She goes, no. She goes, stop being so nice. Stop trying to please everybody. Stop apologizing and saying, now this is just my opinion. She goes, I guess you can say it once. If you really have to, you can say it once. But don't say it more than once in your video. We know you have an opinion, or we're not watching you. Who wants to watch someone with no opinion? Now, that doesn't mean I get into political arguments. Trust me, I don't ever do stuff like that. But it's okay to have an opinion. Matter of fact, people are looking for someone with an opinion. So feel free to be you, quit worrying about what people think, and you'll be surprised. You will find a much more loyal tribe who really, at a deeper core level, agrees with you. and is interested in what you have to say, and you can actually make an impact on. Now, trying to decide how much more I want to do, because I'm going to tell you guys, I think I'm going to save it for tomorrow because it's my best story ever. I'm going to tell you guys probably my favorite story ever, and I'll just give you a little hint, tell you up front that it